has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Darkest Dungeon. Yes, we are going to play this game, and something different than EU4 and the other games on my channel, but this is also a strategy game, and I think you guys are gonna love it, hopefully. So yeah, it's about making the most of a bad situation. Quests will fail, or must be abandoned, heroes will die, and they stay death. Rockets autosaves constantly, so actions are permanent. Oh. I cannot even read all the things. Well, never mind. First of all, I'm going to lower the sound. So you can hear me a bit better, I think. Like this. I think this is much better. And we are going to start a campaign. So we have to get a name for our dungeon. And people had some suggestions already, but of course it will be the Dutchiest dungeon. Oh my god, it's so hard to pronounce. The Dutchiest dungeon. I love it. Okay, and we are going to start this game. I will explain a bit to you. We will go through the tutorial. So new people who never watched this game before will also know this game a bit better before we start the campaign. So there we go. Another cutscene, I think. We are going to the mansion now.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Oh yes, we will. So, we are on our way to the hamlet, and later on in this hamlet you can upgrade all your troops, you can go to the church, you can go to the bar, you can do a lot of things in the hamlet. You have to unlock them while playing. So the game will get explained in the first weeks. So that's really nice. Now the game is loading. Then we will go to the interface of the game. Medical ward treatments can sometimes wipe out more than one disease. There are also diseases in this game and treats your characters can get. So, this is the interface of the game. Map navigation. You are currently in a room. You're in this room. Move forth, click on another room on the map display. This will take you to the connecting hallway. So, that's easy. This is another room. This is the whole dungeon. Normally, when you go explore a dungeon, it's bigger. This is tutorial, so going to click here.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Yeah, we are going to the hamlet. While in the hallway, press D to move forward and A to move backwards. If you prefer the mouse, you can click. Well, I will use the keyboard. So when I press D, we will go forward and we will go through the hallway. And each hallway has 4 things you can encounter. We have some food with us, and at the start we start with 2 characters. A Crusader, the Warrior of Light. He has a good HP, he has some dodge, and he has some good skills we can use. And we start with a Highwayman, and he has, for example, the Grape Shot Blast. He can shoot 3 enemies at the same time. So, let's continue. Oh!
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
And we are surprised. It's really bad. I will explain what it is later. Combat is turn-based. On your hero's turn, click a skill icon and then click on a highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in a different spot or there are no valid targets. Mouse over the skill to see the requirements. Okay. Well, since we were surprised, they swapped positions, and that is really, really bad actually. Because this Highwayman can, for example, do a pistol shot on the last 4 positions and not on the first one. And he can do a Grape Shot Blast on the 2nd and 3rd position, also not on the first one. The only attack he can do on the first one is an open vein. So we are going to use this. This enemy has 12 hit points. And when I do this skill, the open vein, we can get bleed. We have a 100% base of bleed on this target. And if you look at the resistances, left below, the stun, blight, bleed, debuff and move. So there is an 80% chance we are going to bleed him with this attack, because this attack can cause bleed. So there we go. 5 damage, and he is bleeding. So now it was his turn, because we gave him bleed. He gained 2 damage. So now this turn, now is this character. He can do a smite. He can do a zealous accusation. This is for the first 2 positions. He can do a stunning blow to stun the enemy. When I want to stun this one, we have a 75% chance to succeed. You can see this in the same tab again, in the resistance tab. So I think I will just go for the smite and kill him.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So after every battle you gain loot. We have victory, we gain 50 gold. There we go. So what you also see here is this. This is your torch light. And the more light you have, the better scouting you get on the world map. Well, on the dungeon map I have to say. And the monsters will be more surprised. And when monsters get surprised, they will act as last. So then your 4 characters, because we will have 4 characters in the next one, will act first, and then the enemy. When you have low torchlight, the enemy will be better, but we will get more loot out of things. So let's continue. So interactive objects, curios. These are curios. While exploring, you will often find interactive objects. Click or press W to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. So I click on the character, I click on the tent. Clearly where the ambushers camp. Check inside the tent. They left valuables. Look, we gain 500 gold and we gain an onyx. And this will just become gold end of the quest. And it's now in our inventory. So let's continue. As you can see, we have now dim light. We get a bit more stress. And monsters will be less surprised, but there's still a good chance that they are getting surprised. Below the HP bar, you see the stress bar. This character has 3 out of 200 stress, and this character has 0. The more stress you get, and when it goes over 100, something will happen to the character, and he will panic or he will become better. This will happen later in the game, I think. For now, we won't gain any stress, I think, in this tutorial.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message.
Okay, I forgot to change the order, because I was explaining the game, and that was actually really bad. Yeah, it was really bad. Well, never mind, we are going to use them like this. Normally, when you want this character on the front and this one on the second position, then he can use his pistol. Now he cannot use his pistol. Well, I think I'm going to use the open vein again. We have an 80% chance to bleed him. And we will do 5 to 9 damage, and we have 5% crit hit. 6 damage. Bleed him, please. Yeah. Nice. So, what you could do is just smite him. Zealous Accusation will be only for this character, because he is using 2 spots out of the 4. This is a very big guy. We can try to stun him, so he will not attack. Or we can self-protect ourselves. I think I'm going to try to stun the enemy. This one has a 50% chance to get stunned. And this one has a 75% chance, so let's try to stun this character. I cannot do it, because the stunning blow is only for the first 2 positions, as you can see. The first 2 red dots. And that's only this character. We have a 50% chance to stun him. So, will we stun him or will we go for damage? I think I will go for the damage. Get a debuff. We have -2 dodge now for 2 rounds. Ooh, that hurts. So, when I use this again on him, the bleed will get doubled. This will just get doubled. So, when I do another bleed, he will get 4 damage per round. So, I will just do it again. There it is, another bleed. He will lose 4 health when he is when it is his turn. And I think I'm just going to try to kill him. And otherwise he will die due to the bleed. Okay. And he will, yeah, there we go. It was his turn, but he gets bleeds first, and now he's dead.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left.
That is the stress icon, that you get stress. He's almost dead, and that's really bad. And we have an 80% chance to bleed him, so let's do it. Yeah, he's almost dead now. There we go.
Continue the onslaught.
Victory. Rifting through the corpses reveals 2 busts. These things you can upgrade to, you can use to upgrade your hamlet for bonuses, for more defense things, more better skills, etc. This is gold only. This is gold, and this is also just gold. Quest complete. After you've completed the requirements of a quest, you have the option to return to town at any time. Just click the crest. You don't need to return to the starting room of the dungeon to exit. So I can now choose to return to the hamlet. Well, we are not going to return to it, we are going there for the first time. Or we are continuing adventuring. So when I click on continue, I can just click on this and the quest will end. But as you can see, we have a chest here, so let's have a look. It's a bandit's trapped chest. Something doesn't look quite right with this one. When you have a trapped chest, you should just not open it. So we are not going to open this chest. We are going to the hamlet. Gain 5,000 gold. These things will get converted into gold, and we get 2 busts. And Amorek1999 also, thank you for the follow. So, now we have 2 characters on level 1. And normally after a dungeon they get traits here. But this time, because it's a tutorial, we don't see anything listed here. So, we are going to the town. Upon returning to the hamlet, be sure to check the activity log.
Welcome
That is
home,
this.
such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Okay. Well, as you can see, week 1, Dismas is the highwayman. He's now an apprentice. And Reynol, the crusader, is now an apprentice as well. Successfully escorted you to the hamlet. So, there we go. These are quest goals we can fulfill. That's a lot. There we go. This is your hamlet. On any screen in the game, press and hold H to see contextual help for controls in that mode. Try it while in town, exploring, fighting, camping and more. Well, I don't need to do that, I think. So here you see your gold. Here you see your busts, your portraits, your deeds and your crests. And these are used to upgrade the things in your city, your village. And the Duke of Estonia is saying, name heroes after the names of followers. Yes, I will. That was what I wanted to say. So, we have our crusader. We are going to rename him. Let's make Renzo our crusader. There you are, Renzo. And we will have Dismas. And this will be Kingamot. You were here first. King Mokat. There you are the highwayman. So, we are going to the stage coast, because here you can recruit new heroes. So, let's have a look.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
You need to recruit these 2 heroes to fill out a party of 4. Drag and drop them into your roster. While you're here, spend some of your starting resources on upgrading the stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. To upgrade, click the plus symbol on the left and then click the upgrade. So, we have a plague doctor who is throwing some plague grenades. He can do this, he can blight someone, and he can stun an enemy. So that's a really good character. And I'm going to hire him. And we have a
What
Vestal.
better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And of course they all have quirks. This one has a 5 accuracy. This one is -3 critical, melee skills. Well, she's not going to use melee anyway, I think. And believes is possessed by demons. Uh-oh. Well, but anyway, we are going to take her in the roster.
A sister of battle, pious.
Going to upgrade the stagecoach. The stagecoach. When we are doing this, increases the number of available heroes to 3. I like that, so next week we will have 3 heroes to choose from. And we cannot do this one, so not gonna use any more. We are going to take a look at the Ancestors' Memories. Yeah, we have unlocked this one.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Yeah, so we have seen the House of Ruin and the Old Road prologues. And later on you will unlock these cutscenes, and then you know what happened with, I think this is our father. And he killed himself, and now we have to go return to the mansion, which was of our family, here in the background. And we have the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
When your characters die, they will come here to the graveyard. You can mourn upon them. So, well, this is the Dutchiest dungeon estate, indeed. What is this? This is the quest log. This is the trinket inventory. Your characters can have 2 trinkets here. You can change their base stats and you can make them fight better, etc. So Renzo is a kleptomaniac. He is prone to stealing items, and in town will only pray for stress relief. Later on we will unlock the Abbey. There you can get some stress relief for money. King Mokat is a known cheat. He's not allowed to gamble while in town, but he has a 15% stun resist and +2 speed. Our Plague Doctor has slow reflexes. He has -1 speed, so his turn will be later than normal. But he has +10 damage on melee skills, and he has accuracy versus unholy and more critical percentage. I'm going to rename this one to Duke of Estonia. That's fine. And we have our healer. Who wants to be our healer? Who is here? That is the question. You know what? I will be the healer for now. And that's Dutchy. So there we are. And yeah, we are going to go on a next mission. Then you have to click on the embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
I know. So these are the four regions you can explore: the ruins, the warrens, the wheels, and the cove. And all of these have their loot that you will get. For example, in the ruins you will get a lot of busts, a lot of busts. In the cove you will get a lot of crests, as for example. But I would love to have deeds, but we cannot go to the Weald yet. We have to play a bit more. And so here you see your party roster. Well, we have only 4 characters. He will be on the first position. That is his best position. The Plague Doctor is good on the back. He can use all his skills when he is on last position. And your healer can also use the things you want to use. Vestal, I should just call her the Vestal. Myself. So she's gonna use Judgment, Dazzling Light, and Heal. Fine Grace. So she should go to the 3rd position, and the Plague Doctor goes to the last position. Can use all the skills. And our Highwayman is good at 2nd position. Then he can use all his skills. So there we go. The Red Hook. I don't know what this is. Apparently this is the Red Hook formation. And this is a really good formation as well. And someone in Twitch is saying, who's gonna die first? No idea. So this is a scout mission. Test yourself in the mad realm of fallen ancestor. Take note of how the creatures have taken over, but don't delve too far. Explore 90% of all the rooms. When we complete the quest, we get 4 crests. We get a disease charm. It's a trinket. It will lower the dodge of that character, but the disease resist will be very high. And disease resist is very handy in the wilds, I think, because there are a lot of creatures that spread diseases. Not sure though. And we gain some gold, so let's go. We will go to the provision.
Cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Want to take different supplies depending on what region you're going to, how long the quest is, and your own preferences, but always bring some food and torches. By your first short quest, try to bring at least 8 food and 4 torches. So food is used to regain HP. Sometimes you get a pop-up that is telling you that you have to eat because there's your crew is getting hungry. If you don't have the food, they will lose HP. So I will take 8 food. I will take a shovel. Clear any obstacles in the dungeon. We start with an anti-venom, used to counter blights, potions and toxins. And we can get some holy water. I'll take a key. And I'm going to take... Let's take 8 torches. apprentice level 1 ruin, a short one. So let's go. We take this with us and we are going to explore it. First expedition into the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious, be careful. Okay, there we are. The hero panel, right-click on a hero's image or portrait at any time to bring up a detailed panel showing all of the hero's quirks, skills and resistances. So this is how the dungeon looks like. You have to go here, 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 here. We have to go here, we have to backtrack maybe. And then go to the other rooms. And that is what we are going to do. That's going to happen in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in part 2 of The Darkest Dungeon. See you there.